Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. How are you? You're good? Wait, who said they're tired? You're tired? You're cold? Oh my goodness, you guys are a mess. Holy moly. All right, so we have been learning about life cycles of animals and how the animals change throughout their life. We have learned that some animals look the same as when they're babies as when they're the adults. They're just different size. And we learned that some animals can look completely different and change completely, like the tadpole to a frog. So today we're going to learn about another animal that looks completely different from the beginning of its life cycle all the way to the end of its life cycle. You want to guess? It's a hard one. You want a clue? Let me show you. I'm going to share my screen. Ready? Did you figure it out? Do you see the clue? What if I make this bigger? Yes, a ladybug. The life cycle of a ladybug. And I can see here that there's those 3 little circles. I don't know what those are, but they don't look like the adult ladybug. Look at this text feature. What is that called? Do you remember? It's the table of contents. Nice brain. Did you find one of those yesterday in your book? Right, because that was your Wednesday assignment. I hope you found one. All right, so the table of contents tells you the headings of each section and what page they're on. All right, so let's see what our first section is titled. What are ladybugs? That's the heading. Ladybugs are insects that live in forests and fields. There are more than 4,000 kinds of ladybugs. Each has its own colors and pattern. This ladybug is red with black spots. Absolutely. Now, I spy another text feature here. Do you see some words that are really dark black? Do you see them? Yes, these words, there's one here and there's one here. Those are called keywords or bold words. Bold means that the letters are thicker and really dark black. Those are keywords or bold words. That means we're going to find them in a special section in the back of the book called the glossary. Now, you should have heard about that yesterday with your teacher. So today, we're going to look at the glossary when we get to the end, and we're going to see if we can find these words, insects and patterns. All right, so we have a lot to look out for today, right? We're looking for the life cycle of the ladybug and more keywords that go in the glossary. Okay, let's learn about the ladybug. I mean, it sounds scary, but I don't think it's pretty scary. Ladybugs grow in stages. The stages of a ladybug's life cycle are egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Like those names? Let's read it again. Egg, say larva, say pupa, say adult. I know you like to say pupa. I could see you smiling during it. All right. A female ladybug lays eggs on the underside of a leaf. The eggs look like tiny yellow jelly beans. They do. They look like jelly beans. All right. So we know it starts off as an egg. That much is obvious. Look at these key words that we're going to find back in the glossary. There's life cycle, larva, and pupa. So let's turn the page and let's find out more about the next stages. All right. The larvae grow inside an egg. The egg becomes darker as the larva grows bigger. So this was the egg. The egg breaks open and the larva twists out of the shell. So this yellow stuff, oh, this is a good one right down here. Looks like the yellow jelly bean, right? Inside of it is the larva. Now look carefully at those. If you saw one of those, what does it look like, a ladybug? No, this is another animal that looks completely different when it's the baby to the adult. The sea turtle looked the same, just tiny. The baby sea turtle just looked like a tiny adult. The frog looked completely different, a tadpole to the frog. And now we're learning that the ladybug looks completely different. There's the larva and the adult. They look completely different. But they also said pupa was next. I wonder how it changes in the pupa stage. All right, so the egg, the larva. Let's keep going. Oh, the larva rests. Its skin dries and hardens. The larva has a long body, 6 legs, and sharp jaws. You see it? The larva uses its jaws to eat aphids. These tiny green insects move slowly. They're easy for the larva to catch. So look at this larva. Still does not look like a ladybug. All right. I'm trying to see. I don't even see an aphid. I wonder if that's what it's squished. All right, let's keep reading. Let's see. All right, here's the larva. The larva eats about 30 aphids a day. That's 30 little bugs a day. It grows quickly. Soon, the larva's skin is too tight for its body. Oh, I wonder what it does. The larva molts. Its skin splits open and the larva crawls out. The larva has a new skin that fits its bigger body. All right, so if you look here, it looks like the skin's breaking open and this is crawling out. Kind of like the snake and the lizards, right? They don't fit. When they get bigger, they don't fit. So they have to shed. But when a ladybug does it, it's called molts, molting. There's that key word again. All right. The larva, so here it is, the larva eats and grows. It molts again. The larva molts 3 times in all. All right, so if we have the larva, it eats and then molts. And then it eats and then it molts. And then it eats and then it molts. And what does it do? The larva stops eating when it is fully grown. It sticks the tail end of its body to a leaf and curls up. So this is the larva, as big as it's going to be, as grown as it is. And look at it. He sticks its end of his body to the leaf and curls up. I wonder what is going to happen. This is a strange life cycle. We have the egg and we have the larva. What's happening after that? The larva molts for the last time. It changes into a pupa. So look at this is the larva skin molting. A case hardens around the pupa. The pupa changes into an adult inside the case. So the pupa stage looks like this, and it doesn't really change because all the changing is going on the inside. It's called metamorphosis. That's a mouthful. Ready? Meta, morpha, cis. Metamorphosis. Try it again. Metamorphosis. That's where things completely change inside. Let's check. Let's see what happens when the pupa is inside. The case breaks open. So there was a little case. The case breaks open. An adult ladybug crawls out. The color is yellow at first. The new adult rests for a day to let its wings dry. Its color changes while it rests. The ladybug turns red and black. And look at, you can see the hard case of the pupa that it came out of. So it was in that. And then when it was ready, when it changed, right, the metamorphosis was done, turned into the ladybug. Wow, that is amazing. Mother Nature is amazing. The ladybug opens its wings, it flies away to search for food and to mate. After mating, the female lays her eggs. The tiny eggs are the start of a new life cycle. Just like we talked about, the eggs, and it just goes around and around. The eggs, the larva, the pupa, adult. Eggs, larva, pupa, adult. Eggs, larva, pupa, adult. Make a whole song about that. All right. Yeah, I changed the page. What's happening? That is what I wanted. The glossary. Here's the glossary. So remember when we looked and we found all those words, let's see, are we going to find them? That were bold, the keywords. We found lots of them. Let's go back to the glossary. They are right back here. They're red, but in the book they were bold, the bold black letters. Keywords, there's an aphid. The glossary gives you these words, but they also give you the definition or what it means. Aphid, the tiny green insects that feeds on plants. Ladybug larvae and adults eat aphids. Insect, a small animal with 6 legs and a body divided into 3 parts. Larva, a young insect that hatches from an egg. The larva is the second stage of a ladybug's life. Life cycle, the stages of life of an animal. A life cycle includes being born, growing up, having young, and dying. Mate, to join together to produce young. Molt, to shed skin so that new skin can grow. We have pattern, shapes and colors that appear in a certain order. Some ladybugs' patterns are red with black spots, black with red spots, and yellow with black spots. Pupa, the third stage of an insect's life when it turns from a larva into an adult. The ladybug pupa changes inside a hard case. All right. So we have learned about the different stages of the ladybug's life cycle. Do you remember what those stages were? Do you remember what those stages were? What was the first stage? An egg. I know this is helping you, isn't it? This is the boom card for today. The egg. What else? Do you remember what it's called? So it's an L, larva. The larva. And then there's the pupa. And then there's the adult. And then it starts all over again. So I'm going to go back to our question. How does it change throughout its life? Oh, the life cycle. Does it look like the adult? Yes or no? Does a ladybug baby look like the adult ladybug? How come? How come you know that? How did you learn it? Yeah, the book and the pictures, right? The pictures were a big help. No, they don't look like the grown-up because look at, this is the baby ladybug. Does that look like the grown-up? No, it's a larva. It's completely different. So it's one of those life cycles where the animal does not look like the grown-up until it's the adult, right? Some babies look like their parents and others don't. All right, so this is your boom card for today. All right, there's a link right below here. I want you to go through and click on, and I want you to go ahead and fill in the missing sections of the boom card. All right, so we have the eggs, the larva, the pupa. What's the last part? Absolutely, the adult. So you're going to put it in, hit submit. Yep, we got it. Then it talks about it. If you want it to read to you, click on that. Read. Okay, it'll read it to you, and then you can pick. Right, it gives you lots of cool information, and ladybugs are cute, so it's a win-win. You're gonna learn a lot, and they're cute while you're doing it. So are you, and smart, beautiful. Just for fun, kiss your brain, because you are amazing. You are smart. You are strong. You are fantastic. All right. Once you read an ARC bookshelf or whatever book you choose for your 15 minutes, make sure you write something down about what you read. And then after you do this in the boom card, tell me your favorite part about the ladybug life cycle. Right? I cannot wait to see you tomorrow for our last animal life cycle. Give you a hint. This one goes through a big metamorphosis too. Big change. That's what metamorphosis means, change. Think about what animal it could be. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.